Our third place winner, Taylor Spalding, a 10th grader at Memorial High. Our second place winner, Robert Beers, a senior at Riverfield Country Day School. And now our first place winner, Emma Keely, an 11th grader at Riverfield Country Day School. She's accompanied by her parents, David and Michelle Keely. Please stand. Emma, will you please come to the podium? Emma is also vice president of her student council and participates in speech and debate, the drumline, rock band, and serves on the prom committee. So we are recording her speech today, and a recording will be sent to our area governor for consideration for district performance. And so now, let's give Emma our attention.
All right, so I'm just going to give the speech that I gave last week. All right. This past fall break, I braved the journey of a 3-day camping trip with my father and my brother. Now, while hiking through the Wichita Mountains, I noticed a sign, and it read, "Leave no trace." Now, I don't know why it was a shock to me. We hear it all the time. I mean, from kindergarten teachers and the Boy Scout oath and regularly on signs. But for some reason, it stood out to me. And I started to wonder, what if we followed that advice in every aspect of our lives? What if we tried to live without ever changing anyone or anything around us? Imagine a person who lived their life and left no trace. It would be like they never existed. What was the purpose of that life? See, we need to give a trace in order to give meaning to our existence. I believe in leaving something behind, a legacy of sorts, through other people. Now, not everyone can change the world by inventing electricity or chocolate chip cookies, so we leave smaller traces of our existence. All you have to do to leave a substantial trace on this earth is to try and leave a small piece of yourself in every person that you come into contact with. Now, to leave a piece of yourself in another person is to touch that person or affect them in some way. Sometimes the people you have touched have no idea you've had any sort of influence on them. The beautiful thing is that you can end up touching people that you've never even met. When someone has a piece of you inside them, they share it with others. Herbert J. Taylor touched many people when he created the 4-way Rotary test in the 1930s. That test is composed of 4 simple yet very important questions that allow us to evaluate things. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? And is it beneficial to all concerned? First, is it the truth? That person I spoke about earlier, who leaves no trace or evidence that they aren't truly living. They merely exist, and as soon as they don't, they're gone. So leaving an indication of life is the only way to live truly. Is it fair to all concerned? In order to leave legacy, consent is needed on both sides. No one person gets more out of it than the other. To be inspired or helped is of equal importance as being allowed to inspire or help. Will leaving a trace build goodwill and better friendships? Goodwill is defined as a friendly or helpful attitude. Leaving a trace is about inspiring someone or changing them for the better. It is through goodwill that it's even possible to leave parts of yourself in another person. Will it be beneficial to all concerned? When someone leaves a trace of their existence, they make their life mean something. When someone else means something to you, you get the opportunity to pass that on as a never-ending cycle. It benefits every side. See, the first way to touch someone is to inspire them. During the years 1929 and 1968, there lived a man named Martin Luther King Jr. This man led a civil rights movement and inspired thousands of people with his ideas and his passion. Before Martin Luther King Jr. joined the civil rights movement, he attended a lecture and researched the teachings of Mahatma Gandhi. Many of his nonviolent beliefs were inspired by Gandhi's teachings. Gandhi, by inspiring that one man, was able to reach thousands through the people that Martin Luther King Jr. touched. Another way to truly leave a piece of you in someone is to help them. I once heard a speaker talk about a girl named Rachel Scott. She was a student at Columbine High School in 1999 during the worst high school massacre since 1927. Rachel was the first victim to be shot and killed. She was the kind of person that impacted everyone who knew her. She was kind to everyone and went out of her way to be so. One boy she knew talks about how Rachel essentially saved him from himself. He had been contemplating his own suicide until Rachel came along and was just kind to him. That boy has a piece of Rachel inside of him, and since she is the reason that he is still living, he shares Rachel in every single thing he does and every single person he touches. Now, it is important to leave a trace because the present does not last. Doing something for the now is doing something that will disappear as soon as you stop doing it. When leaving a trace, it's not about being recognized or remembered. It's about making a difference. Because your life's worth isn't measured in dollar signs or Facebook friends, but rather the number of people that you touch and the tracks you leave behind. Thank you.